NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Check 26, 29.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Watson now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Vincent Smith, 53 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 2nd and 9, Wilson is going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
He's got a man, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the 44, Wilson flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Watson, off play action. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off of play action, it's Watson. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Now it's Watson, but now it's 3rd down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And they'll give Miller another crack. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Sponge! No! 36 power.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Let's go double time right here.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Will Fuller back deep to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off play action. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Watson now. Off play action. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going for it. It's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Let's go. 12.
Check.
Heel up. Go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Mixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 54 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Throwaway and incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before the break, Watson. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
Come on, fellas.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Watson, off the play fake, going up top. Touchdown, Houston. Vincent Smith.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad.
The paint hot, left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the lead dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash. Can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop. When I drop, look at shorty, she support.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down now, it's Hunt, takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, throw left side, complete to QT. 16 yards, a 1st down. Off the play fake. Watson. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 75 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To throw is Watson. Off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got a first down past the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 81 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield now. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go for the end. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now he'll escape to his left. And that is incomplete here. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Boland, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sione Takitaki able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7, Sheldon Richardson. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back out of it.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The kick by Joseph is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw is Watson, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. While we got a second, we remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it, twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run with Hunt. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
Hey. Mike 5-5.
Hurry.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he won. Now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson, he's going to have the hook up to QT. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back to throw, Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for QT. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 41. You must be getting tired of seeing this.
Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. 10 more there and another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Watson, and he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Houston, it's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's Hunt, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Watson trying to lay one up deep, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Watson, he sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. To the air yet again, Watson, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Watson, and he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It is true, the lead cut to 10, 23-13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 46 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, yard, dash, honey, yard, dash, honey, yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard